I'm not out selling real estate or scuba diving, which are some of my favorite things to do. I like to be out here, which I literally consider the end of the road, because it's at the end of the road. I'm out near Babcock, and if you follow me on Facebook, you've probably seen my trail cam pics that I post, and this is where those cameras are set up. It was raw land. I've got a well in, but no power yet, so the well's not finished, but we're on a list, and someday we're going to get power. We have a little teeny pond, and it's almost dry because it's really dry season. When it's wet, it's a little wet out here, but there's no wetlands. You're too late to buy this one, but I know of some others in the area, and it is just magical out here. There's all kinds of wildlife, and it's quiet. It's just really nice. So this is the first path that goes off to somewhere, nowhere. Maybe somewhere to camp. Kind of what I'm hoping at some point. And we're coming up upon the little tiny pond off on the side, which is a little dried out, and the pole barn up ahead. The hurricane came through and took a lot of trees down, so we have a fair amount of piles of tree debris. Try to scrape it all into a pile here and there. Here's our little tiny turtle pond. And that path connects to the other path over there. And this is the pole barn. Oh, I just heard the neighbor's horse whinny. Don't hear a lot of sounds like that out here. The one neighbor across the street has horses, and the one neighbor on the one side has a couple of cows, and then the other two sides abut thousands of acres of preserve. That's the closest neighbor over there, and he's a very cool dude. He's been out here a long time, decades. Says he came out here just to camp and use it as recreational property, and 40 some odd years later he's still here. Really cool dude. He might be watching, so if so, hey. I don't want to mention your name because I don't want anybody to know where you're at. Anyway, so if I keep walking straight ahead here, oh, there's a little path there that connects to the pole barn. If I keep walking straight ahead here, I'll come right up to the edge of the preserve, and it just goes on for miles and miles and miles. Really could use a tractor, so if anybody, like, you know, wins the lottery and wants to buy us a Kubota or something, you know, we sure could use one. Believe it or not, I know how to drive one. Just have to brush up on my skills. I'll take you to the back of the property, and then I'll end the tour. It's 10 acres, so it goes on for a long ways that way, but I'm just taking you from front to back. Get an idea of my second happiest place on earth. Oh, let's see where a hog's been rooting here, maybe. Isn't that gorgeous? Pretty much nobody for miles unless they happen to be in the park. It's a wildlife management area, so certain times of the year they do hunt. But I've only seen somebody out here once, and we've owned this a couple years now, so. And those were just kids in a four-wheeler. Anyway, that's the tour. See ya.